Good morning and welcome to Mindful Movement. Uh, I'm your host, Tawana Wright, and we have with us our dynamic health educator, Jerri Haslem. Jerri, how are you this morning?
Good morning. I am well. How are you?
Doing great. We want to remind folks who are joining us that this is another part of AARP's Healthy Living series, and we want to make sure that you're staying active while you're staying at home. Folks, remember, AARP is empowering people to choose how they live as they age. AARP is a nonpartisan 501c4 organization with more than 420,000 members in Alabama. AARP's role is to advocate on their behalf, all of them, without regards to politics. So, Jerry, before we get started, folks, we want you to remind you now exercising is something you shouldn't take lightly. Before you begin any fitness routine, you need to consult your physician and make sure that you're clear to begin a fitness routine. So, Jerry, what do you have on tap for us today?
Today we are all about standing. And if you decide that you don't want to stand, you can sit down, watch, and just give me a smile. But what we're going to focus on is our balance and more body today. Everything that we do, I want you to understand that you can take it up or down. If I do 12, if I do 10, you can do 2. So I want you to feel comfortable and do what's comfortable for you. I don't want you to overexert yourself. And just like you said, Tawana, want to make sure that we're doing this safely and healthy because we are at home, but that still does not mean we should not be moving.
Well, all right, Jerry, I'm going to get out of your way. Let's get going.
Okay, all right. And good morning, everyone. I am so glad that you have decided to spend time with me on today. What we will do is try, if you can, to gather yourself to relax. And the first thing we're going to do, I want you to stand up. Your feet are just hip distance apart. And I just want you to stand and feel comfortable in your balance with that. And when I say in your balance, no wobbling, no movement. If you're on carpet, if you're on your deck, wherever you are in your home, I want you to feel comfortable and to be at ease with your balance right where you are. Before we get started, I want you simply to relax your body, drop your hands by your side. The first thing I want you to do is just to center yourself. I want you to drop your head, just lower your head, and just relax, just at ease for just a few seconds. I just want you to relax. Just relax. That's what I want. And what we're going to do, we're going to take this, bringing our head up. I want you to inhale and blow it out. I want you to inhale again and blow it out. And what I want you to do, I want you to take either leg, it doesn't matter, and I just want you to cross one leg over the other. Just cross it over the other. And when you do so, I want you to stand up nice and tall. And that back leg, I want you just to feel a slight stretch in that back leg. So one leg is crossed over the other. I'm actually going to step back so you can see even more of my legs, hopefully. But you're just pressing that back leg, giving it a stretch, pressing it so you can feel that stretch in your back leg. Uncross your legs for me. I want you to take the opposite leg. Just cross it over. Both feet are flat, and you're giving yourself a slight press with that back leg. You're standing up nice and tall, and of course, I always say, give me a smile. So you're pressing that leg in the back, just a great stretch. Uncross those legs, both feet are flat. And right here, I want you to put your hands on your hips, press those legs back. It's just a slight stretch. You can barely see it, but you can feel this, pressing your legs back. Just give it a good stretch. There you go, relax those legs. Now right here, I want you to take both arms and roll them all the way up. You're extremely long, you're tall. Reach all the way up. Your chin is up. You're not digging down in your chest. Everything is up. You're feeling it. You're up. You're breathing. Take those hands, turn out the other way, and just bring it all the way down. I want you to do that for me again. Again, take those arms all the way up. You're lifting up from your waist. Stretch up nice and tall. Oh my goodness, our balance is there. We're feeling it. Take those hands, turn them out, and bring it all the way down. Now, once you do that, I want you to take your legs just a little bit farther apart. I want you to put your hands on your thighs. Keep that chin up, no looking down, and just press back for me. Pressing back. Give yourself a nice stretch, just pressing back. You can feel that in the backs of your legs. Come on, you're just going to stretch back for me. You're stretching back. You keep that head up looking at me. Thank you. Now tuck and roll all the way up. We're going to do that again. Our knees are soft. They're not locked, okay? They're soft. Your hands on your thighs. You're going to push it back. Give it a good stretch. You're going to feel that. There you go. Sitting down. That chin is up. Where's my smile? There you go. Press back in those hips. Now tuck and roll all the way up. Excellent. So often we don't think that stretching can cause us to move, but it does. Bring those legs in. Now right here, I want you to take your right leg. I want you to put it out for me. Just sit it out. And when you do that, you're going to sit back in those hips for me. You're going to sit back in the hips. There you go. You can place both hands gently on that thigh. Give me a good stretch. Really press that hip. I want you to press in that hip. That toe is up at first, okay? Give you a nice stretch. Put the foot down and roll all the way up. There you go. Opposite foot. Put it out there. That heel is up. You're going to sit back for me, okay? You're sitting back. You are sitting back. You can feel that. That is a stretch. You're not going to hurt yourself. Give me a little bit of a stretch. Not that you're uncomfortable, but I want you to feel that. Sitting back in those hips. That toe is up. There you go. Put that foot down and roll it all the way up. And like I said earlier, we're going to challenge our balance. I've got to admit to you, some days my balance is there. Some days I'm like, what is going on? So if you need to hold on to something, if you wobble, whatever that is, I want you to feel comfortable and confident. I want you to start by just taking your toe and putting it just on the floor, wherever you are. Just your toe is there as if we're a ballerina. And when you do that, I simply want you to take that toe and you're going to lift that leg up even more. If you want to, I want you to bring that leg all the way up till it's at 90 degrees. I don't want you to lean back if you can. If you wobble, it's okay. But that leg is up. This is our balance. There you go. Holding that leg up, giving out balance of, I guess, a treat this morning. Place that foot back on the floor, okay? Adjust if you need to. Opposite foot, you're going to take that toe. At first, you can start here. If that's where you need to be, stay there. If you're comfortable, I want you to start to pick that leg up. And when you do, I want that leg to come up to 90 degrees. Now, my 90 degrees is not the same every day. Just letting you know that. That leg is up. If you wobble, it's okay. Challenge that balance for me. Put that foot back on the floor. Now, what I want you to feel comfortable in just bringing the leg up and holding it. And when you do that, we can stay here with our hands. We can challenge it with our hands here or taking our hands up. So again, for our balance, we simply want to start with the right leg. We're going to bring it up and we're just going to hold it for a few seconds. Yes, I'm wobbling too. It's okay. There you go. Give me that balance. You're nice and tall. No leaning back. There you go. Put that foot on the floor. I hope that feels good to you. We're going to do the other leg. So right here, simply, you're balanced. Pick that foot up. Our balance is so important. So many activities, we have to have it. And we can't see it, we can only feel it. That leg is up, it's 90 degrees. Hold it for a few more seconds, you got this. There you go, put it down. Well, I'm gonna fall, but you put it down, okay? Now, what we're going to do, we're going to challenge our balance. I want you to give me just a little bit of a squat and stand up. So you're going to squat down, and the weight is not going in my knees. It's going in my hips, okay? So I'm just going back, and I'm standing up. I want you to feel comfortable with that because we're going to add on to it, okay? So again, it's just a little squat, hips are to the back, and I stand up. When we do that, I want you to give me 4 more, okay? So right here, you're sitting back, and you're going to stand up, sitting back again, standing up, 2 more. Sit back. 1 more time for me. Press it back and stand up. I want you to feel comfortable with that because we're going to add on with that balance and that movement. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to sit back and watch me, and we're going to take the leg and lift it up. Okay? It's not high. We're just challenging our balance. We're taking that leg out. So it's just a lift, okay? So again, our balance and a lift. Try not to lean. Try to keep that body strong and engaged. And if you decide that you just want to watch or you want to hold on to something, that is fine, okay? I hope to, I don't fall. So right here, we're just going to sit back and we're going to do 8. We're going to lift it up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, okay? Again, you can do that faster, you can do it slower, you can do a few more reps if you choose to, or if you just want to start off and do 3 or 4, that is fine. We're going to do the other side. So again, it's your balance and it's a lift at the same time, okay? So take it out and lift that leg for me. Bring it up, just out to the side. I think we have 4 more, okay? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hope that felt like you were getting your body saying, hey, I'm waking up, I'm doing some balance. I want to challenge you to add on to that. And when I say that, what I mean is I want you to take the leg and lift it, but if you can, and if you choose to, I don't want you to touch the floor when you come back. So I just want you to bend and take it out and take it out, not touching the floor this time. And what you want to do, you don't want to rush it. You're just going to lift back and take it out, not touching the floor, just taking it out, okay? So let's try to do 4. And when we do those, again, when you bring the leg back in, you're not going to touch the floor. And if you do, who cares? I want you to have a good time. So are we ready? Where's my smile? Thank you. Okay. 4 of them. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I did not touch the floor. So you can come close, but again, challenging your balance, movement at the same time, okay? We're going to do the other side. 4, again, try not to touch the floor, okay? So let's go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Actually, I touched the floor with one of those. Again, I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to challenge yourself. I want you to understand just because you're at home does not mean you cannot move. And I know that with us being in the house so much, we're thinking, oh, what can I do at home? You can take your body and use it just like we're doing today and do even more. And what I would challenge you to do is when you're watching maybe your favorite TV show, maybe get up during the commercials and just do a few of these things that we're doing today, okay? We're going to add on to our balance here. So we took that leg out to the side, but now we're going to lift the leg. And what I want you to do when you bring it up, you can touch the floor the first time. So we're going to do 8 of those, okay? So it's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going to do the other side. And again, challenging our balance, trying to bring the leg up at 90 degrees, and trying to stand up tall when you do that. And when I say stand up tall, when I say that, no leaning back. A lot of times when I say stand up tall, people will stand up, but they will lean back to try to accommodate or to try to adjust. But I want you to have that balance from the center, okay? So let's go to the next leg. Ready? We're going to do 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that leg up, making sure that our upper body is not doing the work, is truly our lower body that's doing that work, okay? So, we did 8 on each side. What I want us to do, I want us to bring that leg up a little bit faster this time. And we're not going to take it down. We're actually going to pulse the leg. So we're going to work the leg and challenge our balance at the same time. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So it's up, so it's a constant lift. So it's lifting, and you're just taking it halfway. So it's up and just bringing it up and down. Again, it will challenge your balance. So if you're ready, let's do it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put it down. Don't you love being live? In case I fall, you'll be able to see it first. So, ready? Let's do the other leg. Give me 8. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place it down. Now, I hope you're ready to take that leg, and we're going to take it up and extend it out. And when I say extend it out, this is another option. We're going to bring it up and extend it out. And if you were to write your name underneath your shoe, I should be able to read it because your foot is coming flat out towards me. Okay? So what you're going to do, you're going to take that up, extend it out, bring it back in. It's 3 parts to it, I guess. Up, out, in, and back down. And when you do that, again, our emphasis today is our balance. And I want to state that because so often when we don't do things, we sometimes get a little, I guess, rusty in doing them. And sometimes we avoid things because we're not as great at those things that we would like to be. So I want you to, challenge your comfort zone and understand that today, just for maybe a fraction of a second, try to do something that maybe challenges you a little bit, okay? Again, everything we're doing, we can do it at a higher speed, a lower speed, more reps or less reps. I want you to feel comfortable, but I do want you to understand why we're doing this. And the reason is, it is our balance and it is our strength. So, give me 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. I hope you're ready to do the other side. Again, taking our balance and giving it just a little bit of a polish today. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4. I started to do more. I don't know what I was thinking, but I said we were going to do 4, and that's what we did. So if you're comfortable with that, what we're going to do is take this leg now. You can put your hands on your hips. You can have them by your side, but we're going to take the leg out and to the side and back to us. So it's out, side, and back. Out, side, and back. We're just pointing that leg. We're challenging our balance. Out, side, and back. Give me one more. Out, side, and back. So again, feeling comfortable with that balance. Let's do the other side. Ready? Let's go. Out, side, and back. Out, side, and back. I want 4 more. 3, 2, and 1 more. Excellent. Now, we were just pointing when we did that. Now, I want you to try to make a circle with your foot, okay? So you're going to take it and you're just going to circle it around. You're circling it around so it's smooth. I want 2 more. Give me 1 more. Let's do the other side. Y'all ready? Take it out. Take it out. Take it out. 1 more and out. Excellent. Now, we should have those legs where they're warming up, or where they should feel like you've moved them some. So now what we're going to do, we're going to add on to that with some squats. So I want those legs out, hip distance apart. And if you're comfortable, I want you to place your hands right in front of you, and I want you to look up, because it really doesn't matter how far you go down. I want you to feel comfortable with whatever that is, be it that you go down an inch or you go down more than that, okay? So you're going to look up, because I don't want this forward motion, okay? I want the lower body to do the work, and in doing so, we're doing squats. So what's happening is our lower body is in charge. Our upper body sometimes wants to help, and I see people will do this, and it's nothing with your upper body at all. So I say, place your hands here and look up, and then what you're going to do is just go down with the lower body and come back up. And again, today we don't have to go down very far, but what we're going to do is use that lower body to come down. So if you're ready, you're just going to go down and squeeze and bring it up, okay? So again, you place your hands here, but what I don't want the upper body to take over. And sometimes the upper body says, I think I'll do it. Our legs are so strong, so we're going to have them to do the work, okay? So whether you're here or you're here, don't get that chin in. Keep that upper body relaxed. Think about the lower body moving, and what we're going to do is just squat down. I want 4, okay? Let's go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up. Sometimes people will say to me, Jerri, when I do that move, it hurts my knees. What's going on with that? So let's talk about that. What that's telling me is you're putting the weight to the front of your body instead of putting the weight to the back of your body. And the reason we started with the balance is because I want you to feel what that feels like. When the weight is at the back of your body, the weight is at the front of your body, or the weight is on one side. So often we'll lose our balance and we will try to adjust it, and when we do, we may overcompensate. So again, let the lower body do the work, okay? It's in your hips. When we first started, remember, we just went that little bit to the back, understanding where your weight is in that. So if I say put the weight in your heels, or put the weight in your hips, or put the weight in your shoulders, you're comfortable with all of that. And that is so important when you're exercising. Understand, why are we doing this? What happens? And I always tell people, functional exercise is so important, because if I can't tell you or explain to you why we're doing it and what's the benefit, you may want to rethink, why should I do that? And what's so important is we want to make sure we have body strength in our upper body and in our lower body. And a lot of times when we're getting out of a chair, we'll use our upper body to push out of the chair instead of using our hips to lift out of the chair. So I'm going to explain that again. If I'm sitting in a chair, sometimes I'll use my hands and my arms to push myself up out of the chair. But I want you to understand, your legs and your hips are so strong, they can lift you out of the chair. And that's the reason for making sure that we're having that strength when we get older. Sometimes we try again to avoid things, and I want us to get a little bit more comfortable, because you know the saying is, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. And I want to make sure that we're using things. So I want to challenge you to use that lower body, okay? I'm going to share this with you, and this is, again, a part of exercising. When you stop using something, it may cause you to shake, and your balance may not be there, which is why, again, it's so important to challenge your balance, okay? So with that balance, with that lower body, that is our focus for today, okay? We're going to do a few more. I'm going to stop talking. I know you're ready to get back to this. So this time, let's do 6. I know, don't roll your eyes at me. 6 is what it is. With a smile. So your hands are here, your legs are out, your chin is up. Ready? Let's go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Again, I don't care how low you go. I want you to feel comfortable with that balance, okay? Before we wrap up today, I want to do just a little bit more with our balance. So what I want you to do, trust me, bring your legs together. You're just going to stand up nice and tall with a smile, okay? Your shoulders are relaxed. And I want you to put the weight of your body in your heels. And kind of like on your shoulders. So play with it just a little bit. I'm almost leaning back a little bit. I'm standing up, but I'm putting the weight in the back of my body, okay? I'm going to come back in the center, and then I'm going to put the weight to the front of my body, almost like I'm trying to fall forward, but I don't. I want you to feel that little uncomfortable teeter, because I want you to be able to make an adjustment. And when I say that, no one can see your balance. I can't see it. You can't see it. We wish we could. So that's the reason I want you to feel comfortable in adjusting your body, okay? So now that you're standing up here flat, I want you to trust me and close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Trust me. Close your eyes. And I want you, with your eyes closed, to feel what balance feels like. I want you to try to balance yourself out, not putting or shifting the weight to one side or the other, but just being completely balanced with your body. We tend to favor one side or the other. We'll always put maybe our weight on one side or the other side, but I want you to balance yourself. Now open up your eyes. And this is what I want you to know and to think about before you go into anything. Feel comfortable in what you're doing. If you have questions, always ask, because you are not the first person to want to know that. And before you start anything, moving extremely fast, slow, whatever, make sure you have that approval from your family physician, because I want you to be safe when you're moving. I want you to know when you're at home, movement is so important. I want you to continue to do it. And I want you to enjoy and have a good day. We're going to bring Tawana back, and when she comes back, if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer those for you. But I totally enjoyed the day. Thank you.
Thanks, Jerri. Balance is so important. Thank you for reminding us of that. Folks, we're going to take a short break, and then we'll come back and answer your questions. Again, thank you for tuning in to Mindful Movement. right, Jerry. I saw one comment come in, and it was actually from Candy was making a comment about the problems that she was having with her knees. And see, my lower body is trying to do the work, but my knees keep popping.
So often when we hear that, it's like, what was that? That little crack, that sound? Actually, it may not be her knees. Her knees may actually do the event, but it may be something else going on. So I would definitely say, hey, talk to your doctor to make sure that that's not something else, because you may hear your knee or your ankle pop. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, what was that? Sound like a door just closed. But making sure that you don't have any hairline fractures, making sure that everything is okay for you to properly move. And sometimes, you know, you have athletes who have used their knees for years, so they're more comfortable maybe in a recumbent, when I say that, on a bike, taking the pressure off of their knees, or maybe even in water. So I say definitely consult your doctor to make sure that you know, what is it? What is the problem? Is it actually my knee, or is it something else?
All right, Jerry. Thank you so much, folks. Again, thanks for joining us for Mindful Movement. Remember, we'll see you again next week. We're here every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central Time. Join us for the next episode of Mindful Movement. Thank you.